We're live. Bring it in a little bit closer. A little bit closer. There we go. Let's all go. Welcome, MacBean Fitness. Our little breakfast meal chat. So what I'm going to do today, this is going to be kind of the easy one to do. Ain't got time to cook. Boil your eggs. So I'm going to sit there and put 8 eggs in here. And just boil them up. It's easy. It's the cleanest way to cook them. So if you're, worried about cooking in fats and oils and grease and all that stuff, just boil them. Easy peasy. Put it up the grill, in the burner, and basically once I kind of get to it, I will set the timer. Usually set the timer for about 20 minutes. It does the trick. Now what I also did is last night I started a roast to have over here. So it's been cooking all night. So we'll take a peek at it. I just threw the mushrooms in here now. There we go. So everything else is ready to roll. And I just got the mushrooms in there now getting ready to cook. So mushrooms cook rather quickly. Hope I didn't make anybody dizzy there. Oh, come on. There we go. So I always put them in last. And then basically, I'm going to kind of stir this stuff up. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Meat's just falling apart. And what I'll do is, that's going to be my dinners here shortly. So thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Hey, Ray, how we doing? So today, we're talking about getting ready for the Arnold. I am going to bench later on after this. Try to get a good solid hour in. Hopefully I'll have spotters. If not, I'm just going to do a lot of reps at like 315. But oops, get the caps off. And sponsor me for the Arnolds. You don't have to. But if you want to be a classic, link to PayPal in description. That's if you want to. It is not necessary. But my buddy in the gym basically got his whole trip paid. No sponsors that go to the gym. Now he does have an advantage. He trains these people, he's talking to these people every day, and he just went out and asked them. And a lot of times I don't. I figured, here it is. So I don't care if it's $5, $10, whatever. Whatever you can afford would be much appreciated. So far, let me get this going here. So far, the fees and everything that I have put forth, I think I got about $650 invested. Time I drive out there, in meals and that, let's call it $800-900, maybe even $1,000. Time I get done. That's why you just only do this once a year. There is another meet going on at the end of March, but I think I'm going to pass on that as much fun as it would be. It's I don't see myself being in that much better shape. A little bit. I haven't made up my mind on that yet. Maybe if I get a lot of, sponsors, then I might go for it. I want to go talk to the Trading Post, hopefully this weekend or next, and see if they would be interested. Also, he does usually sponsor me about every other year when I think to ask him. And a lot of it is just me thinking to ask him. I don't like to bother people when they're busy making a living. So today it'll be bench day. Whether I go heavy or not will be completely determined by who's in the gym. Hopefully being a Friday, I'll have a few people, maybe Derek will be there, maybe Kevin will show up there before I leave. So because this is not going to be a long live stream, because I'm just boiling eggs, I think I'll be on the road soon. I was wanting to get started first thing this morning, but it just wasn't there. I wasn't going to force it. I kind of relaxed a little bit instead, and no reason why. I mean, I think I'm getting plenty of sleep. Well, the cat's waking me up in that, but I was up at 4 o'clock this morning and just couldn't really get back to sleep. So I'll sleep good tonight, that's for sure. Taking the weekend off, I'm kind of looking forward to that. And I'll probably try to get a lot of earnings done this weekend. But then I do have to get my car looked at. It's starting to make a little too much of a wobbly noise. I think one of my tires is malformed, and it's not one that's got a lot of tread wear, so I have to kind of find out what's going on with that. And all these things I'm trying to get done with limited time that I have. So probably need to get that looked at before I make that long trip to Ohio, just because I don't want to break down on the road. That's the worst place you can break down. So if you're in chat, pop on in there and say hello. And once again, I'm getting ready for the Arnolds. I will be there on the 28th to weigh in, and I will be lifting on March 1st, and then I'll be heading back on March 2nd. So I'm spending Friday night and Saturday night there. Sunday I'll probably just kind of wander around the booths and that and chat with people and have a good time. Friday I'll try to behave because Saturday I'll be lifting. I really need to kind of look at the schedule and find out when I'm doing it, start digging out some of my old emails. You don't send anything correspondence anymore. It's like you're not getting a letter saying, okay, here's the schedule. Now I got to dig through my emails and get all that stuff written down. Which, today will be a good day for it, because this is usually my slower day. So I already got the water starting to boil. And it's running at just before 12 minutes. And that's like perfect. It takes about 12 minutes to have a nice hard-boiled egg. Sometimes people will sit there and do them for a less period of time. And they like a poach or semi-hard-boiled in that. And I've had them both ways. But I kind of like to have them pretty hard-boiled, sit there and cut them up. Throw some steak sauce on there if I have it, which I don't think I have it right now. I always try to wait to see when it's on sale. Hey, who we got in chat here? I gotta put my safety readers on. Nature Man, how we doing? Oops, let's try this again. Hello. I am doing well. Getting ready to eat, then lift, and then work. So if you did look up the thing before then, so MacBean Farms is my second channel, and I use this to monitor this one. And I use that for, what happened is, I was doing videos of me lifting, I was doing videos of me walking down the trails, hiking in the woods, my garden, and unfortunately I listened to somebody saying, well, you should do that as a separate channel, and this channel should just be fitness. And I did that. And then after a while I was saying, well, why am I letting a perfect stranger dictate what I should be doing with my channel? I think fitness is going out and doing a garden. I think it's going out and enjoying the outdoors, looking at wildlife. You know, all these things kind of help your mental fitness. So I do use this, the MacBean Farms and Prepper channel is for if I'm going to go on a rant. So if it's going to be something political, you know, I'll use that channel. And for two reasons. A lot of people don't want to listen to that. Which trails, there we go. And so it's, and then of course if YouTube has an issue with it and get mad at me, it's my secondary channel, it's not monetized, I don't care, you know, shadow ban me, whatever, that's fine. But on this one here, I just like to talk about nutrition and kind of keep things more of a light and happy mood. We have enough angry channels out there. This one doesn't need to be one. So I'm monitoring my thing through my second channel, and it kind of makes it easier for me to do. So there's that. So the MacBean Farms and Prepping and MacBean Scotch Fitness, obviously both are me. And I just use one to kind of protect the other. So, like I said, I do have there in the chats and that. I'm going to the Arnolds. If you do want to sponsor me, you can go to YouTube, but YouTube take a lot of money. I ain't kidding. They take a lot of the money. And so I do have a PayPal if you want to go out that way. You don't have to, but it will of course be much appreciated. Come on. There we go. Get everything but the U. Let's see. Let me mess around here. Oh, wait a minute. I can just go here and probably do it too. Okay, let's refresh. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Why we are working with technical difficulties, i.e. trying to, there we go. So, ooh, can just missed you on there, but then we can pin that. There we go. And now life is wonderful. So you want to, the link's right there. If you have PayPal, or you can go through the YouTube chat and that. If you do sponsor, you know, if you leave your name, I will, on the videos, I'll put a list here of my sponsors. Do remain anonymous, just put that in comments, and that's fine too. So let me look here. No, I actually live in the Midwest. And oh man, you live in Alaska. I would like to try to talk my wife into moving to Alaska. And then she would see how the temperature was. Because, oh, it's too cold. Although we like the colder weather better than we like the really hot weather. But yeah, I am saving up for us to go there. I think about the time I retire, I think we're going to just take a month and go to Scotland, Ireland, possibly England. If they don't totally just ruin their country by letting, well, we won't go there, but let's put it this way. Some changes need to be made or stopped before I'll actually make that trip. but we do want to go to Scotland. So no, I'm in the Midwest, state of Illinois. I was briefly in Alaska, and we had a layover on my way to Korea when I was in the service. You know, right in the middle of winter, it was just cold weather. I do follow a person up there, the Alaska Prepper, Rudy. He's a kind of a cool channel to follow. And then one of the shows I used to like to watch was Life Below Zero. They're showing all those people, you know, near or above the Arctic Circle, making a living out there. That's kind of like the new frontier. $700,000 in this country, in Alaska. I didn't know that. I know it's pretty sparse, and someday I'd like to go visit up there. You know, my brother and sister-in-law did a cruise, and I think a friend of mine did an Alaska cruise too, and they saw that was really beautiful. So I wouldn't mind flying in there, maybe renting out a good Jeep and exploring. I could see myself building a cabin and living out there, but the wife likes some of the finer things in life, so I don't. In Belgium, oh, okay, cool. Well, welcome to the channel, appreciate it. So yeah, I'd like to go to Europe, you know, Scotland, England, Germany. I have some people I've competed with that live in Germany and also in Hungary that I'd like to go see. I wanted to go compete in one of the world contests that was being held in Hungary, but then COVID hit, and then that kind of shut that down. So, and then we no longer have that federation here in the States. The person that was running it, because of family matters and things like that, stopped doing it. So we don't really have the WEAP here in the States anymore. So I've been competing in the UPA, and also I've competed in the UPSA. And I'm going to be in an XPA one for the Arnolds, which is, so March 1st I'll be at the Arnold's Classic in Columbus, Ohio, competing. Oh, there we go, survival trip, there we go, ice fishing. Fishing is fun. We did when I was in Boy Scouts, we did a winter survival, and it was funny, everybody's there, you know, digging up dandelion roots and stuff like that, and my brother and I, we snuck out and went ice fishing, and we cooked the fish right there where we were fishing, and we were eating well. Everybody else was, it was only a 3-day, but everybody else pretty much starved on dandelion roots for 3 days, and we ate well on fish every day. No one thought to kind of follow us and figure out how come they look happy. So yeah, you know, there's things you can scrounge up and stuff like that, but if you can ice fish, you know, and or hunt, that's the way to do it. I don't do fly fishing, no. Because where we're at, there's really no, we don't have those types of rivers now, so maybe I was out west, it'll be more popular. But mostly we have ponds, lakes and rivers, but the rivers are, we don't have a lot of trout. We mostly have bass, bluegill, largemouth, a lot of sunfish. And then there are a lot of other fish that you don't want in there, like carp and suckers. But yeah, usually I'm fishing with just a worm. Crawler harness is probably my favorite bait. I catch a lot of fish with them. I don't catch huge fish with them, but I catch a lot of fish with them. So I like going to like creeks and wading them, just walking down the middle of it and just hitting the bank. And I've been very successful doing that. I do have a small pond on my property where I have bluegills in there, and I did let 2 yellow bullheads in there. And hopefully they survive the winter. I did go out there and bust a hole in the ice a few times just to get that air to circulate. I'm trying to keep that going. So Let me see, we got about a minute left. And then the trick is to cool down the eggs quickly, so I do have to run them through cold water. Then I'll throw ice in there, and what that does, it helps pull the shell away from the egg. And the whole idea is to make them, Arc Wild Land, there we go, from somebody that knows survival craft. Follow his channel, Arc Wild Man Survival, out in Arkansas. And he does a lot of things that are edible out there, and he does a cook out there all the time too. Of course, his climate's a wee bit warmer than mine. I don't get a lot of them on there. I get mostly on my workouts, and mostly when I do my bench workouts is where I get a lot of the people that will view why it's going on. It could be the time of day. It could be me, you know. I try to do that as a question and answer report for fitness and stuff like that. And I do have what I call my core group. Arc Wild Man is definitely one of them. We always follow each other. And then I have people that just kind of pop in and like, oh, you know, the guys, whatever. We ever thought it would be something different, and they pop back out. It is what it is. This is not my main source of income. It's not even my second source of income. This is my third source of income, and I make 40 bucks a month doing my YouTube videos. So I'm not doing it for the money. I do it because some people say, hey, listen, I like your, you know, you're not angry, you're not saying, you know, do it this way, or you're doing it wrong. You know, I don't do that. And just get to the gym and left, just go outside and walk, just go out on trails, just go out and do things that have fun, and expand your knowledge. Don't spend your time watching TV and being angry. You know, I will pop on, you know, TikTok every now and then, or X, and I can only stand about 5 minutes, and then I have to get off. There's just lots of angry people there. And I'm like, I'm sorry. You know, I got better things to do at my time. Because you're getting angry about something you can't do anything about, and it really doesn't affect you, in my opinion. You know, so I try to stay away from that. I'll keep that warm because everything's got cooked really well. So I do have the nice steaks, which I'm going to be taking with me to work. Give you an idea just how delicious this is. Woo! Mmm. So, got potatoes, I got carrots, I got a real nice, got mushrooms, and a real hearty chunk of beef, which I got ooh man, I'm gonna be eating good in the neighborhood. I gotta turn this cold water off there. So this is what I'm gonna be taking to work with me. And I started this last night at about 10:30. So I'll let that calm down a bit. Then what I'll do is I'll throw some ice. It'll really cool those eggs off quickly. And what that does is it's supposed to make it easier to peel. So then afterwards I'll go to the gym, I'll do some lifting. I'll be posting those videos in the evenings, and those are the ones that get a lot more views. Like my last bench view got over 500 views. For a channel my size is good. I'm not, I don't take steroids and any of that stuff. I don't do anything that's out of the ordinary. So it's like, you know, I've had people say, well, if you did this, you'll grow your viewership. If you do this, you'll grow. Like I said, I do it for the people say, hey, you got me back in the gym. You know, I've seen you go out there and hitting it hard. You know, at 63 and I'm at 50, so I'm back in the gym getting in shape. Other people have gotten their diets corrected. There was one, her husband had headaches and joint aches and low energy. And, she told me he was a vegetarian. I said, well, he's probably not getting enough protein. The problem with plant proteins is they don't have a lot of amino acids, unlike the meat proteins. Now, I believe in a balanced diet. I eat meats and vegetables and fruits. I eat them all. I'm a true omnivore. But he finally got away from the vegetarian diet and started getting into eggs and milk and meats. Headaches went away. The fatigue went away. The aches went away. She says he's so much healthier and so much happier now that she really, really was happy about that. And I said, and that's what I want to do. I want to help those people there. I'm not going to change the mindset of the masses. If you go to the gym, regardless what level you are, I don't care if you're on a treadmill, I don't care, if you're doing yoga, which is really hard, or if you're lifting heavy weights or light weights or, doing stretches. If you're in the gym, you're doing something that 99% of the American population does not do. Go to a gym consistently. What I mean consistently, I say at least 3 days a week and at least 30 minutes a day. Will sit there and help your physical fitness, which in my opinion also will help your mental well-being, and your mental well-being kind of turns right back into making you feel better, so then you're more apt to do more physical fitness. So if you want to get both happy, both mentally and physically, you get into some sort of exercise regimen. Exercise regimen means you're walking in the woods every day, and going for hikes. It means you're putting out a garden and you're pulling up weeds and you're digging and you're moving dirt and you're cutting wood, that's exercise. It could mean that you're in a gym lifting weights. It could mean you have a home gym and you're lifting weights. But you gotta remember that your nutrition has to be good. So you can't work out a poor diet. You can't be eating McDonald's and expect to get in shape. Garbage in, garbage out. So you have to have healthy meals. So I've got beef, I got potatoes, I got carrots, I got onions, I got mushrooms, broth. That's a healthy meal. I have eggs. A lot of times I'll do eggs and bacon that, but eggs themselves are one of your best meals you can eat. About 78 calories, clean calories per egg, about 6 to 8 grams of protein, depending on the size of egg. And that protein has all 20 amino acids that you need. All 20 of them. Doesn't get any better than that. So that's what I tell people. I said, listen, just get in the gym and lift. Just go for walks. Get out there and have a good time. Because you work too hard not to enjoy yourself. So the weekends, I'm not working. I worked last Sunday because, hey, it's double time. But I took this Sunday off. I figured, it is nice to have 2 days with the wife and that. Hopefully she'll be feeling better. She's got a stomach bug that just keeps attacking her. So here, we cool the eggs down quickly. Now, all eggshells, coffee grounds, and vegetable scraps go into what I call my food bucket. And then I dump this in the garden for, trying to think of the word, just all of a sudden it's gone, compost. So the eggshells add calcium back into the soil, which plants need. Tomatoes take a lot of calcium out of the soil. But when you're eating those vegetables, that's what vegetables are good for. Vegetables are not good for protein so much, but they are great for minerals and vitamins to add to your diet. And you're generally not going to get fat eating veggies, but if you don't eat proteins, eggs, milk, meats, then your body cannot sit there and produce muscle, and your brain alone needs 90 grams of protein a day to stay healthy. It needs cholesterol to stay healthy. So a lot of people say, well, I'm going to be a pure vegetarian. It's difficult for them, not impossible, but it's difficult for them to get all the amino acids that their body needs. So if you are a vegetarian and you find yourself having headaches and your joints are hurting and that, then try to find some way of kicking up your protein. And if, when they say, well, I got plant protein powder, it's okay. Well, check and see how many aminos it has. If it has only 7 to 9, you're not getting enough. And I would say if you're vegetarian, but you drink milk, and if you eat eggs, then you should be good. You really should. So I cooked up 8 eggs. I'm going to, I think, have 5 for my breakfast. Hey, Turk, how are we doing? Good morning. So thanks for hitting the thumbs up on that. I am doing a little, if you want to contribute to my competition, the Arnold Classic. I do have the PayPal link there. It's not necessary, but if you'd like to, that's great. Or you can go through the super chats. Or like, subscribe, share, like most of you do. But anything, any little bit would be appreciated. Another rich man. But I do okay. I do work 2 jobs. I have a full-time job. I heat treat metals. And I did pick up a secondary job where I deliver groceries from Walmart to people. And that's been kind of, I've been off it a little bit because the weather's been bad. But that's been helpful. That's helped me pay bills. And like I said, then I have my YouTube and Instagram, but like I said, that's worth about $40 a month. Some people say, oh, they're only doing it for the money. Trust me, I'm not doing it for the money. Sometimes I question why I'm doing it at all. Then I'll have somebody sit there and say, listen, I am now exercising, I am now feeling better, I'm now eating better, getting back into the gym because of your videos. And that's, folks, is why I do it. Because when I hear somebody's getting themselves in better shape and they're enjoying their quality of life better, then I feel, okay, what I'm doing is worthwhile. If I didn't get those, I probably would have ended this channel years ago. Like I said, and today it doesn't make enough money. It used to make some decent money, but then YouTube changed things. I got the eggs, so that's 5 eggs, that's 30 grams of protein. I use pink salt because it has other trace minerals that your body needs, adverse to regular salt. And then I drink Fairlife milk, who should sponsor me, but they don't. And because it has half the sugar, but 50% more protein. So instead of 8 grams per 8 ounces, like milk has, it has 13 grams. People say, well, I get my protein through almond milk. No, you don't. The only thing that has less protein than almond milk is water. But that's only 1 gram. So unless you're going to drink the whole gallon, you're not getting. And I always take a multivitamin just to kind of catch up on things at night. I take magnesium, which helps me sleep at night. And I take moringa. Somebody said moringa would help me with my asthma. I mean, it does. Huge help. So, yeah, slight asthma or whatever, or asthma, I would recommend this. Now, not everybody is going to react to stuff the same way. So I do tell people, I said, some things will work for one person, but may not work for another. But for me, it worked extremely well. I also tried black seed oil, was supposed to be good and not. It didn't work for me, so I stopped doing it. Clean, nutritious, healthy. You don't get much better than this. If you are in chat, please hit the thumbs up. Please pop in the comments. Those things make YouTube think I'm more popular than I am. My unrunning joke. Also, support my other channel. The other people I know, Arc Wildland Survival, Body Beatdown, Runner Boy, Alaska Prepper, Last Chance Knives, Wide World of Trains. I'll try to remember the other ones as they come to me. Now, the reason I let that cool down a bit before I put the cover on is if you cover something that's really hot, and then once it cools down, it'll literally suck that lid right in. So today's going to be a short live stream. Appreciate everybody popping in. I'm going to try to grab a job or two and hit the gym. If I don't get to the gym long enough today, then I will make a trip tomorrow. And maybe go out to Shorewood. I'll try to figure out how the day will go. I also got to make some calls and probably stop at auto place and have them check out my front end. I think I do have some work that needs to be done on it. So we will go from there. Oh, what's up, Banks? Thanks for joining us. How we doing, kitty cat? So everybody, thanks for joining in. Remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, small furry animals. You want to go outside? Is that what you want? You want to go outside? All right. You'll be back soon. And just get in the gym and lift and have fun out there. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it.